The San Francisco 49ers got some good news today, and it's injury news in the form of healthy Elijah Mitchell. Elijah Mitchell spoke to the local media and said that he expects to be ready to go week one against the Steelers, which is actually phenomenal news because Elijah Mitchell has missed all of preseason and a big portion of training camp. So he's been out with an abductor injury and dealing with tightness and all that different types of things. And as we know, one of the things that Elijah Mitchell has been dealing with throughout his young career is being labeled as injury prone. So getting him back at the beginning of the year is huge. Having him ready to go against Pittsburgh will be a big situation for the 49ers because also today the 49ers were reportedly going to put Christian McCaffrey on somewhat of a load management program where basically they wanted to limit the amount of reps and wear and tear that he got on his body throughout this year. So, because if you look back to last year and you look at the usage that he was put through when he was traded for from the Panthers to the 49ers, he was used a lot. And Elijah Mitchell, who we are speaking about today, wasn't available to really spell him all that much. Elijah Mitchell had a really good game against the Chargers. He scored a couple touchdowns there, and then he got hurt, and then he came back. And against the Arizona game, he had some touches there and a touchdown. So when Elijah Mitchell's healthy, I think you would see more of a balance between the two running backs. But when Elijah Mitchell was out and it was just two rookies, undrafted free agent Jordan Mason and third round rookie TDP last year, it didn't feel like Kyle trusted them all that much. So you got a lot of Christian McCaffrey. So it does sound like, and they're more alluding to Christian McCaffrey's injuries last year, but it does sound like they are planning to do a little bit more load management and kind of be smart with how they use Christian McCaffrey. And so this guy right here, Elijah Mitchell, plays a big factor in that, and Jordan Mason as well, who has been the de facto RB2 since Elijah Mitchell's been out. Now, what's going to be really interesting is to see if Jordan Mason has done enough to creep into that RB2 workload and it becomes more of a RBBC, a running back by committee, in regards to what it looks like behind Christian McCaffrey, because Jordan Mason has had a phenomenal preseason. Outside the fumble that he had in the end zone, other than that, he's been running really tough and he's been doing well in pass protection. He's really taken strides forward, and he's clearly ahead of TDP at this time. So what's going to be really interesting to see is what the running back usage looks like. I do still think it's going to be heavily in favor of Christian McCaffrey, but getting Elijah Mitchell back for week one to pair up with Jordan Mason and TDP will be a big help for the San Francisco 49ers because, as we know, they want to pound the rock on the ground, set up play action, and do all those different types of things. One of Elijah Mitchell's best skill sets is his hard-nosed running ability. He's got some speed to him, but he can really lower his shoulder and push piles and fight for extra yards. So getting Elijah Mitchell back would be pretty solid for the San Francisco 49ers. And as he said, it sounds like he's on his way back. And that's what the 49ers need right now. They need to get healthy. They need to get players back and acclimated and get ready for a grind of a season coming up. What do you think about this news? Elijah Mitchell coming back. Do you think he's going to walk right into RB2? Or do you think it's going to be a little bit more of a split backfield, at least behind Christian McCaffrey, between Jordan Mason and Elijah Mitchell? Let me know in the comments below and make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.